Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ikea. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. You are definitely a real one. So it is that time of year where the Sephora Spring Savings Event is here. It's time to save our coins, at least a little bit, on some of our favorite items. And today I am going to be sharing my recommendations for the Sephora Spring Savings Event. If you are unfamiliar with the Sephora Spring Savings Event, this is a savings event that they have twice a year, one in the spring and one in the winter time. And it is for the Sephora members. So there's Rouge, VIB, and Beauty Insider. So the Sephora Savings Event runs from April 1st through April the 11th. And you can take advantage of up to 20% off on all of your purchases at Sephora during this time. So I'm going to be sharing some recommendations for the sale. And if that is something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. And before we get started, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, of course. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And do not forget to click on that notification bell so you do not miss out on a single video. So I love this time of year because I get to save a little bit of money on Sephora items. I actually don't know if I'm going to be shopping the sale this year because there's not a ton of items that I'm on a hunt for. But if I am shopping this year, I'll probably be doing makeup only. And the reason why I'll probably be doing makeup only is because I actually don't have I don't have any makeup recommendations this go round because I really have been just using the same plain old makeup. So if y'all have any recommendations for your favorite makeup products, be sure to leave them down below so that I can check them out because y'all, I am on the hunt for some new makeup. But in this video, I will just be sharing my recommendations on fragrance. Of course, we have a little bit of skincare, and then we also have like some hair care and some home care as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm actually going to start off with fragrance first because I feel like that's what everybody is here for. I typically do it last, but we're going to do it first. And the first fragrance that I want to share is from Kale. I definitely recommend checking out some Kale fragrances during the sale. I honestly recommend a ton of them because I love Kale, but I wanted to specifically share the newest Kale fragrance, which is Eden Juicy Apple 01, because I feel like this is the perfect springtime fragrance. It's really juicy, it's fruity, it's a little vanilla musky as well, and I just think that it's really going to shine in the spring. This fragrance has a beautiful juicy apple note. There's some vanilla in here, jasmine, wild berries, a little bit of musk as well, and again, I think that this is going to really shine in the spring. So I feel like you cannot go wrong with any of the Kale fragrances if you want to purchase them or check them out during the sale, but I definitely recommend checking out Juicy Apple 01 from Kale. Another fragrance from Sephora that I think is great and I also recommend checking out during the sale is from Floral Street. There are a few Floral Street fragrances that I love, but Wild Vanilla Orchid is one that I cannot get enough of. If you are not new to this channel, then you know that we talk about Wild Vanilla Orchid quite a bit on this channel. It is absolutely beautiful, and this is one of my #1 compliment getter fragrances. It is this beautiful floral vanilla fragrance. It's a little green as well, and I honestly am obsessed with this. It screams spring to me. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's a little unique, then I would definitely recommend this one. There is vanilla in here, there's orchids, there's a little bit of jasmine and patchouli, and it's absolutely beautiful. So if you're looking for something, again, that's a little unique, and you want to turn heads or you want to get compliments, then I would definitely recommend checking this one out at Sephora. I believe this is about $86, so it's not super expensive. I feel like it's an average price as well for a fragrance, and it's also long lasting. So that is something that's also great about this fragrance, but if you want to check this one out, I definitely recommend doing so. So for me during the sale, I like to take advantage of items that I probably wouldn't purchase on a regular basis, or items that are like somewhat expensive and I really want to save up and probably splurge on them later. So one fragrance that I think is a great fragrance to take advantage of, or one brand, is Tom Ford. The reason why I say it's a great time to take advantage of Tom Ford fragrances is because they can be a little pricey and they don't really go on sale too often. So when you can take advantage or save a little bit of coins, that is always nice. So the fragrance that I recommend from Tom Ford, I absolutely love Lost Cherry. That's one of my favorites, but I also recommend Bitter Peach. This is more of a summer, springtime vibe. It's absolutely beautiful. It's this beautiful peach fragrance that's a little boozy. There's some cognac and rum in here. There's a little bit of vanilla, and then there's some woody notes in this fragrance as well. And I love this scent. But even if you don't necessarily care for Bitter Peach, but you've had your eye on a Tom Ford fragrance, I would certainly recommend checking them out during the sale, because again, anytime that you can save coins on Tom Ford is great. So another fragrance that I think you should definitely take advantage of during the sale, if you're interested, is from Viktor & Rolf, and this is Flower Balm Ruby Orchid, y'all. This is probably one of my favorite fragrances that have recently launched. I think this launched at the end of 2021, and honestly, I'm so obsessed with this fragrance. It's so beautiful. It's perfect for any occasion, and honestly, you can wear it year-round, but I feel like it's really going to be a hit for me in the spring and summer. But this is a beautiful fragrance. There's vanilla in here, there's orchid as well, and there is a beautiful peach note in the opening that I honestly cannot get enough of. But this fragrance is so good. I also get a ton of compliments on this fragrance as well. So again, if you were looking for a compliment getter fragrance and you just wanted to add something to your cart, then I would definitely recommend checking out Flower Balm Ruby Orchid. Another fragrance that I definitely think is so worth it, and I think is a great option if you're interested in fragrances during the sale, is from Gucci, and this is Flora Gorgeous Gardenia. I also rave about this fragrance on my channel because it's absolutely beautiful. It's fun, it's flirty, it's very sweet, and I don't know, I just cannot get enough of this fragrance. I will say that I get a lot of compliments from men on this fragrance whenever I wear it. I think it's just because it's really sweet, and I find that most men like fragrances that are sweet. But this fragrance has gardenia, there's a jasmine in here, there's a beautiful pear note in the opening, and then there's also some brown sugar, which is adding that nice sweet touch to it. I just absolutely love this fragrance. To me, this is a really beautiful feminine fragrance. Again, I think this is really flirty. It's very fun. I feel like if you like a sweet scent, but you don't want it to be super immature, then I think that Gucci's Flora Gorgeous Gardenia is absolutely perfect. And I think it's perfect for any time of year. So I definitely recommend checking this one out during the sale. And the last fragrance that I want to recommend is from World of Chris Collins, and this is called Long Kiss Goodnight. Now, if you're not familiar with World of Chris Collins, it's actually the first Black-owned fragrance brand to be launched in Sephora, which I think is absolutely amazing. I actually did a video on some of my thoughts on some of the fragrances from World of Chris Collins, so I will link it somewhere for you to check out if you're interested. But this fragrance is called Long Kiss Goodnight. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful floral fragrance which has notes of rose in it. There's also a little bit of coffee in here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This fragrance kind of gives me similar vibes to MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold. It also gives me similar vibes to Intense Cafe from Montal. I cannot get enough of this fragrance. It's so feminine and absolutely beautiful. So again, if you wanted to support a Black-owned brand and you were even interested in checking out World of Chris Collins fragrances, I most definitely recommend checking them out. There are a ton of fragrances that they offer, and there are also discovery kits. So if you're not sure which fragrance you may be interested in, then you can also check out a discovery kit as well. So those are all of my recommendations for fragrances. Of course, there are a ton of fragrances that I recommend because this is a fragrance channel. I did try to mention fragrances that I did not mention previously in other Sephora videos, but I do have honorable mentions that I will be sure to link down below in case you're interested in seeing my full list of fragrances. But we're going to go on to skincare. I don't have a ton of skincare recommendations, but the first one that I want to share is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Magic Cream. I am obsessed with this Magic Cream. I couldn't even get the words out almost, but I am obsessed with this stuff. This is my favorite cream. It is like butter, okay? It makes my skin feel like butter when I apply it. You know, like one of those rolls, like those dinner rolls at Texas Roadhouse? That's how my skin feels, okay, when I apply this. It's all shiny and glossy and moisturized, and I absolutely love it. But one thing I love about this cream is that as soon as you apply it, it literally just like melts into your skin, and it is very, very hydrating. I suffer from dry skin, especially in the cooler months, and this right here is everything. It makes my skin feel amazing, and it also makes it look amazing. So I definitely recommend checking out Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. So another item that I recommend from skincare is from Youth to the People, and this is their Kale Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Cleanser. I actually purchased this one during the winter savings event, and I have heard so many great things about Youth to the People, so I had to check this out. And as you can see, I really love it because it's almost gone. It's actually in my cart to purchase during the sale. But I'm obsessed with this cleanser. It is so good, okay? If you want a nice cleanser that really gently cleans your skin, it helps to remove any dirt and oil off of your skin, but it's not super harsh, then I would definitely recommend this one from Youth to the People. Honestly, I feel like it is definitely worth the hype. I hear a ton of people talking about this, and I think it's worth it. It is so, so good, and that is why I'm going to get another bottle. But if you are ever interested in this cleanser, I definitely recommend it. So again, this one is from Youth to the People. And another item that I also recommend from Youth to the People is this Superberry Dream Cleansing Balm. I am obsessed with cleansing balms. I just feel like I want all the cleansing balms that are out there. Every time I see a cleansing balm, I feel like I have to try it. But I do the double cleanse method. So I go in and I wipe off all of my makeup with a cleansing balm. And then I go in with my cleanser to remove any excess dirt. I love this cleansing balm. This is amazing. It really works well to melt off any makeup. And I also feel like this one is pretty affordable. Now, there is another one that I absolutely love from Elemis, but I feel like this one works just as great to remove any makeup on my face. And again, this one is a little bit more affordable. I believe this one is about 30 bucks. And to me, that's pretty affordable compared to the other ones that I use. But I do really enjoy this cleansing balm from Youth to the People. And the last skincare item that I want to share is from Supergoop, and this is their Unseen Sunscreen. Now, I am a huge advocate for wearing sunscreen, okay? I believe that wearing a sunscreen and SPF is very, very important, and it is essential to having healthy skin. So I recommend an SPF, and this one just happens to be one of my favorites. I like to use this one in the summertime or even in the spring, just because it has a higher SPF. And I also like this one because it's not super greasy. It doesn't leave a white cast on my face. It doesn't break me out, and it just does the job. It does what it needs to do, and that's what I like about this sunscreen. So I definitely recommend checking out a sunscreen, especially if you have not used one before. And this one is one that I recommend from Supergoop. They have a variety of SPFs, but the Unseen Sunscreen happens just to be my favorite from their collection. So again, this one is from Supergoop. So another item that I want to share or recommend is a hair care item, and this is from Olaplex. This is their number 3 repair and strengthening hair mask. I believe this is a mask. I'm not exactly sure if it's a mask, but I recommend this if you are looking for hair care items and you want something that will help to strengthen your hair. This is really great. I actually use this on my natural hair. I don't use it on any of my units that I wear, but on my natural hair, I definitely use this and I love it. My natural hair texture is pretty close to 4C, and this still works very well on my natural hair. Now, I will say it is recommended to use this once a week, and I don't use it once a week. I probably use it once a month, but my hair seems to really enjoy this. I also like a few of the other products from Olaplex. I like their shampoo and their conditioner, and then they have a number 8, which is a hair mask, an actual hair mask, which I enjoy. But number 3 is absolutely my favorite of all of the Olaplex products, and I would definitely recommend this one, especially if you are interested. And if you are just kind of on the fence, even if you have a natural hair texture or it's pretty coarse, then for me, I do have coarse hair and it works pretty well on my hair. And the last item that I want to recommend, of course, we cannot forget about home scents. I love candles, okay? I like for my home to smell good. And I actually did not know that Floral Street had candles, but I found these candles at Sephora and they smell phenomenal, okay? They smell just as good as the fragrances. So I definitely recommend checking out Floral Street candles. They're also pretty inexpensive. They're also vegan as well, and they smell so good. This candle isn't that big. It's a 1-wick candle, but it actually projects throughout the entire room, which is what I absolutely love. And again, it smells amazing. So if you like the fragrances from Floral Street and you want your home to smell just as good, then I would definitely recommend checking out some of the fragrances from Floral Street during the Sephora sale. All right, y'all. So those were my recommendations for this year's spring savings event at Sephora. Again, I will link all of my recommendations down below in the description box. I'll also link my honorable mentions. Probably going to be some fragrances in there that I didn't mention in this video, but I still recommend. Those will also be down in the description box as well. But again, y'all, comment down below and let me know what you plan on purchasing during the sale, especially if you have some favorite makeup items, because it's so crazy to me that I do not have any makeup items in this video. So if you have any recommendations, be sure to comment below and let me know, because that is my number one thing that I'm looking for during the sale. I'm going to stock up on makeup. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it, of course. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And do not forget to check me out on social media. My Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok handles will all be linked down below in the description box. I thank y'all again so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.